An instructor poured my last water bottle into the sand while I lay in the dirt begging. He had no idea every word was being recorded. I'm 27, but with no makeup and a ponytail, I passed for 16. So when a 15-year-old girl named Abby died of heat stroke at a desert therapy program for troubled teens, and the camp's own doctor ruled it a tragic accident, the state attorney general's office sent me in as a new intake. A recorder sewn into my boot, an SOS beacon hidden in my pack strap, a fake file with a fake mother, and a team checking my audio drops from 40 miles away. I arrived like every other intake, driven through the gate before sunrise, belongings dumped into a bin, changed into gray camp clothes under supervision. Then the lead field instructor, a man named Royce, lined the 6 of us new intakes up in the gravel lot and walked the row slow, like he was pricing livestock. "Your parents didn't send you here because they love you," he said. "They sent you here because they're done with you. Out here, nobody is coming. Whatever you were at home is gone. From today, the only version of you that exists is the one I approve." A boy next to me, 14 at most, started to sniffle. Royce leaned into his face and told him the last kid who cried on day 1 spent a week digging holes until his hand split open. Then he smiled and mentioned that 2 summers ago, a kid left this place in a coroner's van and said he was sure we'd all do great. The weeks were built to grind us down. Up before dawn, 10-mile marches with 50-pound packs, meals you had to earn by reciting the program's rules word for word. Water was a privilege, mouth off, lose a bottle. One girl had to carry a rock with her own diagnosis written on it in marker. A boy who whispered that he was going to tell his mom on the next family call got pulled aside, and I watched Royce explain very calmly that staff wrote the incident reports, that one signature could reclassify him as violent, and that violent kids didn't go home. They went to lockdown facilities until they turned 18. The boy never mentioned his mom again. Every part of me wanted to press that beacon and end it, but if I pulled the plug early, Royce would lawyer up, the paperwork would look clean, and Abby would stay a tragic accident forever. So I kept my head down and let the recorder fill up. Then Royce started watching me. "You don't cry," he said one night, stepping too close. "Everybody cracks by day 3. You just watch." He grabbed my wrist and squeezed until my fingers went numb. "The last girl who thought she was tougher than this place," he said, and smiled. "The desert taught her." Week 5, he found a violation in my pack and sentenced me to a punishment march at noon in triple-digit heat. 2 hours in, my vision went white at the edges and my legs folded. Royce stood over me and unscrewed my last bottle. "Abby went down right around here," he said, pouring it out slow enough that I could hear it hit the sand. "You want the truth? She stopped asking for water after the 2nd hour. We sat in the shade with a full cooler and timed her. We wanted to see how long a mouthy kid could last. Turns out, not that long." I pressed the beacon. My team's rule was simple: any threat to my life, and they come in hard. 20 minutes later, there was dust on the horizon, then sheriff's trucks, then agents putting Royce face down in the dirt while he shouted that his lawyer would end our careers. I drank half a canteen, walked over, and held my badge an inch from his face. "State Attorney General's office. I've got 5 weeks of audio, Royce. Every march, every threat, and the part where you timed a dying 15-year-old. His mouth opened and nothing came out. Then, I was motivating her. It was supposed to build character. "You build her parents for the full month," I said, "after you watched her die. I'm the camper who's going to make sure you never get another one." Royce is serving 22 years. 4 staff members flipped on him for reduced charges. The state revoked the program's license and opened investigations into 3 sister camps. 19 families are suing. And outside the courtroom, Abby's mother held on to me for a long time because a jury had finally said out loud that her daughter's death was never an accident.